As you click on this video, just make sure you hit that like button right away, people. I want 1,000 likes on this video. If you're proud of Shericka Jackson, 1,000 likes on the video. You understand, people? Big up all of the athletes, them. But what did Elaine Thompson did? Come 7th place, my people. I not lie, I never expect that. And the last video I'm doing, people, I go get into the results and all of them things then. But the last video I do, well, actually not the last video, the second to last video, I'm asking a question if you don't feel like Elaine Thompson here should I go back to our old coach. And boy, I hope a lot of persons don't feel like I style me, I try style her. But if you don't watch the race since night, you're not supposed to can't understand why I ask that question. You understand, people? But before me even going into all of that, people, thank you for watching the video. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. That way you can get notified when I post a new video. You see, my people? So I want to say a whole heap of congratulations to Shericka Jackson in the comment section right now. She's basically like one of the fastest women in the world right now. And one thing we know with these coach, you see Steve Francis, that brother, they say something about Shericka, and you see it? It is basically formulating right about now. The man said next year, a fair year, but it seemed like she start dominated from this year, you understand? She outrun every single body, even Shelly. And yo, people, you see, when it comes to the 200 meters, that is where Shericka Jackson shine best. You understand what I mean? So when I know say a fair thing that, to me, she even better 200 meters than 100 meters by far. You see what I say, people? But as I say, I'm going to go into the results them because I have some little things I want to see, and you don't know how the thing go. You see me? So coming in at first place, you don't know, say that's Shericka Jackson with a time of 21.46 seconds. Fraser Price came in second place with a time of 21.81 seconds. And Dina Asher Smith came in at a time of 21.02 seconds. You see me? And they have Sini, Steiner Clark, Thompson and Kambonji. But you don't know, me now go focus on the rest of people them time. At Thompson I really want to talk about. What do you guys think about her coming in 7th place? And from the race just starting, and I watch it in a Zane, I realize that Thompson I don't know people, I don't know, she just never have a good start. I not tell a lie. I not blame nothing else. I just feel like she never get a good start and thing. Even though for the last couple of races, them, she not even come in first, nor nothing appear second. The last time, what you call it, in the semis, the 200 meter semifinals, she barely scraped through. You understand? We did even one day she got qualify for the finals and thing, and she end up and make it in. But for you see, you know, she has scraping and she not dominate the race them like one time. Something definitely wrong. You understand what I say? But big up to Thompson Hera, same way. You don't know, say you wanna win, and you know what you have achieved, we can't take away from you, none at all. You see me? But I don't really want to make this about Thompson Hera. I want big up Shericka Jackson, people. You see this girl, I always telling her, say, full of potential, star quality, humble girl. Anything where she get now, she deserve it because she put in the work. You see what I say, people? I don't know. I feel happy tonight. I actually feel happy that she win it. I feel like, say, if Elaine did win or Shelly, I would still happy, you know, people. But with Shericka, I feel like I'm more eager, happy. I don't know, people. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just happy for her. You see what I say, people? Phenomenal girl. And as I say, I know a lot of you guys who is watching this video now is happy for her as well. So I want to spam up the comment section with a lot of congratulations as it relates to Shericka. You see my people? Write it all 2-3 times. I want to see at least 10,000 comments, a joke, but I just want to just spam it up and just, you don't know, you can bless up the rest of athletes them, because you don't know when I make them feel left out, you know, you see me? Shelly was very happy for her, but boy, Shericka, you can see the joy upon her face. You understand what I say, people? You can see the joy. And the man them feel like, say, she can actually beat the world record. You see me? I feel like she can beat it. Because this girl, even though she runs so good right now, she don't reach her peak potential yet. She can do way better than what she's doing right about now. Hear me talk like me a coach, but I know she can do better. You understand? And Steve Francis himself said that, trust me, what is going to happen to Shericka Jackson is she's going to be such a big thing. You see me? But next year him say, but you don't know. I feel like it going to start from now because she approved herself. Say, don't count her out as it relates to track and field. You understand? And yo, are the fastest woman this right about now, you know, my people. Can't deny her that. You see me? So big up yourself, Shericka. Well done. Big up yourself, Shelly and Fraser Price. And congratulations, Dina Asha Smith on the third place as well, you understand? Big up yourself, Elaine. All of the rest of people, and big up on yourself, but you don't know, say, Shericka, a big deal right about now. Me can just imagine the amount of people, just happy for her right now, the amount of pot cover supposed to knock on. People are run up and down for her family, her mother, her father supposed to happy for her right about now. She deserve it. Anyway, people, thanks for watching the video, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bless up on yourself until I drop the next video. I'm out.
It was hard for me, to be able to say that I'm more than just a sprinter, I'm more than just an athlete. I mean, Monique, I've done this all my adult life. I don't know any other career, any other profession other than track and field, running fast, running hard, and competing around the world. But now I realize that either I can just fade into the abyss and just watch from afar, or either I can roll my sleeves up and say, hey, you know what? I can give back to a lot of these young athletes. I can give back to the athletes that are even on top of the game right now and just give them tidbits of information and build a structured plan that people can rely on and say, okay, even when you're down in your darkest times and you feel alone, you're not alone. There's a lot of people going through that same situation that you're going through. You can use those situations as inspiration and say, you know what, let's get going. I have a story that a guy used to cut my hair, and back when I lived in Atlanta, maybe like 7-8 years ago, right? And once I left Atlanta, I moved to Orlando. I found out later on that he was homeless. But the small talks that we had while he was cutting my hair was inspiration for him. He didn't realize that it was inspiration for him until he was down and out, until he was homeless and he was living in his car for months. And he said to himself, I'm not going to go through this situation anymore. I'm going to change it. So then he pulled out his pad while he sat in the backseat of his own car and said, I'm going to write a structured plan of accountability for my life. And I'm going to structure it on a day-to-day basis, because everyone wants to live a great life, right? But to live a great life, you got to have great years. To have great years, you got to have great months. To have great months, you got to have great days. You got to have great hours. It all trickles back down to you, accountability. So by doing that, he's created a plan that would say, okay, I can live the life I want to live if I just kind of microscopically look at where I am stepping each day. And some days you feel great. Some days you say, I had an awesome day. But did you get something done? Did you move forward in life? There's days where you're going to rest, but there's also days where you just sit back and say, man, I don't really want to do anything, But how do you set yourself and say, even the times you don't want to do anything, push yourself to be a little more better? Because you got to push past that fatigue on the track or any sport that you play to be able to be a champion, to be able to cross the line first. Sometimes when you get sometimes when you get to that starting line at a finals, it's not about how fast you are. It's attrition. It's about how are you going to work through that fatigue, that tiredness. How are you going to say your goal is stronger than that fatigue so you can be a better athlete?
I love that. That's so inspiring, because it's all about stacking those little things, and especially on the days where you just don't feel like it. And I hope that inspires, those of you tuning in live with us right now, because, it's exactly what it is, right? Where it's like, you don't want to fall into those traps of your own mind, right? It's definitely about thinking about back to who you're doing this for and why. And I feel like it's the ones that can tough it out, like you said, the attrition, those are the ones that really make it through. So I know you've had to overcome so much adversity on your journey, and we face challenges every single day. What is your advice to those to continue to move forward, even on those days where they don't feel like it?
I think that a lot of people, especially who are tuning in right now, love you all, fans. Thank you so much for all the love. You all know pretty much what I've been through in my career, in my life. So I've had so many dark times. I've had so many good times too. I have success, I have failure. You witnessed my life, my growth right in front of you, right? And there was times where I wanted to give up. There was times where I wanted to just go and hide under a rock somewhere. But I knew that I was better than that. And a lot of athletes who are listening right now, and ones that are not listening, they know that they're better than their failures. But if you succumb to your failures, then the people that hate on you, the people who doubt on you, you're letting them become right. You started this process for a reason. Let it be you fell in love with the sport of whatever you're doing, or you fell in love with just the interaction of it. Don't lose who you are or your way. Believe in who you are. Sometimes you have to go back to your notes and say, you know what? This is why I started it. This is why I have love. And I think a lot of professional athletes get lost in the way because now you have contracts, now you have money, now you have to live up to a certain lifestyle, or you can't lose races. But guess what? When you were a youth athlete, you didn't care about none of that stuff. You care about the joy of just running. You care about showing your talent. You care about being the best you could be. And hopefully you will come across the line and win. Hold on to that. And sometimes go back and use that for energy to push you forward through those dark times.
That was so powerful, Justin. Oh my gosh. I know this is just a glimpse to like your keynote topics, and I definitely want to be respectful of your time as well. So I'll get 2 more questions if that's okay. So one of your most sought after keynote topics is this idea of practicing to be a better you. Can you give us a little teaser or a glimpse of what attendees can
Justin, get up off your butt and go out there and do it. Get up there and show that you are capable of going out there and running with these guys. So for me, that's what matters the most. That's what matters, is because if you're able to go out there and say, I can be the best person, best, the best standard of yourself, then you can be able to go out there and compete against the best.
I love that. So powerful. And if there's one takeaway that you all have today, write that down. It's you versus you. So my final question, we always love to end these interviews with action steps, because obviously, people can be so fired up and so motivated from these interviews. However, if they do nothing with it, where does it all go? So what would be the one action step you would recommend to these athletes, these professionals, these business owners to do today to move one step closer towards their goals?
Pause from what you're doing right now and be able to get a book. Get a book and structure accountability. Chart down how you're going out throughout your day, what your goals are. Dissect it and say, how can I get here? Because along the way, there's going to be cloudiness. There's not going to be as much clarity as you think, right? And also, I tell you, perfect example, the Olympics is every 4 years, right? Are you really going to think about your goal from point A and then point B is 4 years away? You're not going to think like that. You can't think like that, because along the way within those 4 years, you're going to get lost. And you're going to get lost in self-doubt, uncomfortableness, trying to figure out who you are, wins, losses. All that stuff is going to be right there in the middle of where you and your goal is. So take it step by step. I don't care if it's 5 months that you set a goal, or if it's a year, 2 years you set a goal, but along the way, use those metaphorical bricks to build your wall or build your road to your goal. Because I guarantee you, if you give a great structure and you set those blocks to be sturdy, by the time you look up, you'll be where your goal is and you'll be what you want to be.
I love that. So powerful. What a perfect way to wrap up this interview. And for those of you, that didn't take notes, as I mentioned in the beginning, I hope that, you check out the replay, and we definitely invite you to post this on your stories, tag us, hashtag Justin made me do it. We want to help hold you accountable as well. But we're here to support you. And I just want to thank you so much for your time, Justin. It's been an honor and privilege to get to share this time with you today. Thanks so much for sharing about your story, tips, advice. It's just been really inspiring.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Monique. And thank you to all the fans that's been watching. If you have any questions, try to hit me up. I'll try to sift through all the questions and be able to answer them, and keep tapped in, keep locked in, keep focused. And I'm going to show you a way to be a better person.
100%. So I invite you to follow Justin if you're not already. And for those of you looking to book Justin for an in-person or virtual speaking engagement, please DM us here or visit us at bncspeakers.com. Justin is available to speak on the following topics, such as motivation, practicing to be a better you, which is the preview that you got today. So I know Justin just scratched the surface on that. It's such a fantastic topic. And the final topic is overcoming adversity in your career and in your life. So thanks everyone so much for tuning in, or if you're catching the replay, please share with us your feedback as always, or if you'd like us to have Justin on again sometime. I know he's a super busy man. Any final thoughts from you, Justin?
Hey, I just want to say, everyone stay focused, stay dialed in. Thank you very much. Like Monique said, gather all the information. If you have any questions for me, also reference her as well, because she'll be able to know my movements going forward. And let's get started. You will see me again very, very soon.
Sounds great. I hope everyone has a great day and keep attacking. Bye-bye.